Well, welcome to the match between the Lady Gators Jackson 13U team as the visiting team playing against the Parkland Power Walker team. First up to bat here is Ava Fitzgerald. And first pitch was a strike, second pitch there a ball, so now on a 1-1 count. And the 1-1 misses for 2-1. And the 2-1 gets hit and gets past the shortstop. And Ava is going to be on there with a single. So Gators managed to get their leadoff runner on the base paths. And now coming to bat is number 6, Cameron Solano. And on the bunt, Parkland records the out, but Avalo hustling, round second, makes it over to third. So, great bunt there, accomplishing the task by Cameron to advance the runner into scoring position, and now the Gators have their first run just 60 feet away with only one out. Brings up to bat now Fatih. First pitch misses for ball 1.
I think that's done too.
It's going to get hit over to first base. First baseman's going to come home with it. And the tag is late. And the Gators score the first run, and Fatih is on as well. So Gators managed to strike first on the third batter. Fatima Masri getting on to first base and scoring the RBI.
4-1-2.
And all that's set up by the sacrifice bunt to get the runner over to third base. So now up to bat Kira Sherman, and that ball's going to get past the catcher. And now Fatih over at second base now in scoring position.
3-2-1.
Let's go, Kira.
And Kira hits that one. Yeah, it's going to get just past the second baseman, who then kicks it over into left field, where the left fielder was going to back up the play. And Kira gets over to second and gets herself an RBI. All right, brings up to bat now Haley Hirsch. And the first delivery to Haley is hit on but foul to the right side and out of play for strike 1. All right, the next delivery to Haley. This is high, and the count goes even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Gators up now by a score of 2-0. Kira Sherman at second base. And Haley's going to hit that one. And that's going to drop in front of the center fielder. And Kira's going to hold at third. Haley is going to second. The ball gets past the catcher. Now the ball's going to get past the catcher again, who's not even looking for the ball. And now Haley over at second base and garners herself an RBI. And now the Gators up by a score of 3-0.
Last complete at bat is going to run for my catcher.
So Haley's going to be the catcher for this game. Is going to have Kira come and pitch run for her. So hopefully Kira can score a second time in replacement of Haley there on the base paths. All right, brings up to bat now Addison Held, and the Parkland Power team is going to take a moment to meet in the circle. All right, so let me reset the scoreboard here, move that score up from 2-0 to 3-0. All right, we got that all set up now. And let's get our runner over there at second base. There we go. All right, looks like they've broken in the circle. And now Addie is going to step up to bat. All right, 1 out. Runner at second base. Addison Held now up to the plate. And she's going to hit that one. It's going to get past the right fielder. Past the first base into right field. Coming home is Kira. And a great hit there by Addie. Scores another run. All right, now up to bat Luca Hansberger, number 16. And the first delivery to Luca is high for ball 1. And Luca fouls that one behind first base and out of play.
2-3-1. 2-3-1.
And they count now 1-1. The 1-1 misses low and inside and bounces to the backstop. And that allows Addie to advance over to second base. Short backstop here, so even on a passed ball, the catcher able to get to it quickly. And here comes the next delivery to Luca. She hits that one in the infield to the third baseman, who's going to fire across the diamond. And the Power able to record their second out. All right, so now 2 outs. And coming up to bat, number 99, Kennedy Copeland. And first pitch misses outside for ball 1. And the next delivery to Kennedy. Once again, low and outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes now the count. And she's going to hit that one over the second baseman and into right field. That's going to score another run as Addie comes across. And a nice hit there by Kennedy over the second base and into right field to grab that RBI. And now the Gators up 5-0. Brings up to play now Peyton Williamson. And Peyton hits that one to second base. That's going to record the third out. And a nice run there by the Gators, working their way through their lineup. Gives them the lead now of the score of 5-0 over the Parkland Power, as the Power are now about to get their first at bats. Lovely day here in Coral Springs, Florida. Nice little breeze, thankfully. The field in full sun, though, so heat on the field, but at least a breeze to blow through here and there, keeping it somewhat bearable as we draw closer and closer to the summer heat here in South Florida. It was a scorcher last weekend. We were at the USSSA Space Coast Complex. So in comparison to that, this is much, much more pleasant. Well, we're going to go ahead and reset the scoreboard and get everything set up as we move into the bottom of the first inning. It's Gators 5, Parkland Power getting their first at bats here on the Florida Softball Network. All right, it's the bottom of the first inning. And the very first at bat for Parkland Power is going to be Sloan Schaefer. And Schaefer watches the first pitch from Kira Sherman, miss low for ball one. So Kira Sherman working in the circle, Haley Hirsch behind the plate. The next pitch misses again, low for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch misses once again, and the count quickly moves to 3-0 for Schaefer. And a 4-pitch walk for Schaefer, and the Power have their first batter on the base paths. Now brings up to bat Amaya Marinas. And the first pitch there for strike one. All right, Marina steps back in. And there's a watched strike three. Marinas. So Marinas heads back into the dugout, and Kira able to record her first strikeout of the game on the second batter in the Parkland Power lineup. And the first pitch to McLeod, foul back to the screen for strike one. So number 4, Aaliyah McLeod at the plate. And the next pitch from Kira. And running on the pitch was the runner at first. So a successful stolen base, but just a big jump there by the Parkland Power runner. So Power now with the runner in scoring position. And that misses just outside for a ball. And there's a swinging strike three.
Way to go, Kira.
And Kira able to record now 2 strikeouts in a row, taking down the number 2 and number 3 batters in the lineup. So after the initial walk, Kira now dialed in and taking care of business. Brings up to bat now, number 13, Lucy Katz. And Lucy swings at the first delivery from Sherman for strike one. And the next pitch grabs the outside corner for strike two. And now Kira up on the batter by a count of no balls, 2 strikes.
5-1-2.
Kat's going to have to protect here. And that one hit hard into left field. And a nice job there by Cameron Solano to grab the ball in the air and record the third out. So despite the leadoff batter getting on base, they're unable to cross her, so they leave one. We move into the bottom of this, the top of the second inning, and it's Gators 5, Parkland Power 0 here on the Florida Softball Network. To the top of the second inning we go, and leading off is the top of the lineup. Is the Gators able to get all the way through the lineup in the first inning, now restarts here in the second inning. And the first hit goes to the second baseman, a ground ball, and tossed over to first base. And the Power able to record the first out here on the first batter of the top of 2. Brings up to bat now, Cameron Solano. Cameron made that nice catch out in left field to record the third out at the bottom of the first. And now looking to make an impact here on the offensive side of the ball. She watches the first pitch in there for strike one. Working the circle is Megan Brockman for Parkland Power. And her second pitch misses high to bring the count to 1-1. And the 1-1 delivery is high for ball 2. And the 1-1 changeup, I'm sorry, the 2-1 changeup is in there, and it brings it down to 2-2. And the next changeup gets past the third baseman. Good job there to hold back, stay back, and knock that changeup into left field.
4-1-5.
So Cameron now on the base paths is 1 out. Brings up to bat number 3, Fatima Masri.
Have a plan, babe.
Fati steps into the box. And first pitch misses outside for ball 1.
5-5-3.
All right, 1 ball, runner at first base. And Cameron is off on the pitch and is safely in there, no throw from the catcher.
4-1-2.
And now with 1 out, Cameron at second base in scoring position. And Fati steps in on a 2-0 count. 2 balls, no strikes. Megan Brockman in the circle. Her next pitch is going to get fouled over the backstop. Bounces off the backstop. Back into play.
Hey, we're running hard, kid.
And the count moves to 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch is drilled over the shortstop's head, finds the gap between left and center. That's going to be extra bases. And Fati holds up there at second and grabs herself the RBI as Cameron Solano crosses home plate. And now the Gators up by a score of 6-0, bringing Kira Sherman, the pitcher for this game, up to bat. So runner and batter exchanging places there. Nice double by Fati.
Go, Kira!
And Kira Sherman looking for her opportunity to make a difference here. Takes the first pitch, but just foul on the left side of third base. And Kira fouls the next one over to the right side this time. So 2 pitches, 2 swings of the bat, 2 connections, but both foul. As Kira now needed to protect the plate on account of 0-2.
Yes,
And there it is, a nice hit by Kira right over second base. The center fielder unable to field it cleanly. And once again, the runner and the batter exchange places as the Gators have Kira at second base, and Fati comes across home plate to record the seventh run of the game.
Go, Hale.
Brings up to bat now Haley Hirsch, the catcher for this game, and a quick meeting in the circle for the Power. And it looks like we have a change in the circle. So the pitcher, Megan, is going to come out of the game after 34 pitches, giving up 7 runs. And next up is going to be number 7, Stella Luna, now in the circle for Parkland Power. All right, so here we go. Haley going to step in here against Luna. And the first pitch is going to miss low for ball 1. All right, Haley steps back in on the 1-ball, no strike count. And the next delivery from Stella Luna misses inside to bring the count to 2-0.
Go, Haley!
Haley lets that one go by, and the count goes to 2-1. And the 2-1 delivery misses high, and now a batter's count for Haley at 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Kira Sherman over at second base in scoring position, looking to add on to the Gators' lead, currently at 7-0. Haley looking for an opportunity to hit her in, and the 3-1. That's going to miss well high, and Haley's on now with a walk. So Gators now have runners at first and second. Brings up to bat now number 12, Addison Held. And Haley comes off. Running for her is going to be Fati. So Haley can gear up and get a break from the sun
Go, Addie!
as the catcher for this game. And now here we go with Addie. Addie swings at the first pitch, and it gets fouled and out of play along the third base side. And the count now 0-1. No balls, one strike, runners at first and second. Addison held, watches that pitch, miss low, and the count goes to 1-1. And the 1-1 is ripped into left field. And a great hit there by Addie. And the Gators now have the bases loaded. Bases loaded, 1 out. Coming up to bat now, Luca Hansberger.
No one better, Lou.
And the first pitch to Luca misses high for 1-0. 1 out here at the top of the second inning. Stella Luna, the pitcher, comes set in the circle and delivers low for ball 2. All right, 2 balls, no strikes to count now. And that one grabs the low part of the zone. And the count goes to 2-1. And that one misses low. And now batter's count here for Hansberger with a count now of 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nowhere to put her. So Luna's going to have to bring up her best pitch here. And that's going to miss high and going to walk in a run.
Way to go, Lou.
All right, now up to bat, Kennedy Copeland, number 99. Bases juiced still, with the Gators up by a score of 8-0. And the first pitch is going to get popped up. Infield fly was called with bases loaded. And the second out is recorded.
Go, Peyton. Go, Peyton.
All right, here comes Peyton Williamson. 2 outs now. Peyton looks for her first pitch. And that one is popped up high into the air over to the third baseman. And that records the 3rd out. So the Gators once again able to get all the way through their lineup here. 2 innings in a row. And after getting multiple runners to cross home plate, they go up on the Power by a score of 8-0 as we head into the bottom of the second inning here on the Florida Softball Network. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, we invite you to do so now. Hit that subscribe button on your screen on YouTube. And if you're enjoying the game, give it a like. And we really appreciate all the support of the Gators, of the Parkland Power, and of women's softball. We're going to be right back to you after we reset the scoreboard. My name's Dave, coming to you from Coral Springs, Florida. We move into the bottom of the second inning in this game between the Gators Jackson 13U and the Parkland Power Walker team. And leading off for Parkland Power is the relief pitcher there from the last inning, number 7, Stella Luna. Power have some work to do here. Down by 8 runs. And the first ball is hit to the second baseman, who's under it and grabs it to record the first out.
Way to go, girl.
And that's Avalo Fitzgerald playing over there at second.
Now batting, number 23, Megan Brockman.
And a defensive change here now as Addison goes over to second base and Avalo shifts over to third. And the first pitch delivered there is strike one to Megan Brockman. And the next one misses, and the count goes now to 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next delivery to Brockman is swung on and missed for strike 2. All right, count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kira Sherman working the circle. Her next delivery is fouled to the right side. And we reset to 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Second batter here at the bottom of the second. And swings and misses to record strike 3. So the third strikeout recorded
number 51,
for Kira Sherman. Now brings up to bat number 51, Henka Cardos. And the first pitch to Cardos misses for ball 1. Comes the 0-1. Misses high for 0-2. Or I'm sorry, 2-0. Let's get it right. Balls and strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one swung on and missed to bring the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Two-one, the count for Cardos with 2 outs. Next one misses well high outside. And batter's count here of 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike here for Cardos. And that misses just low. And the second walk of the game given to Cardos.
Now batting, number 14, Alexa Walbring.
So 2 outs now, runner at 1. Brings up to bat number 14, Alexa Walbrink. And Walbrink hits it past the third baseman into left field. And now the Power have runners at first and second base with 2 outs.
Now batting, number 1, Alicia York.
So with Fitzgerald playing in, the ball rifled past her. And now up to bat is number 1, Alicia York. All right, so Alicia steps back in. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. And that misses for 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And that just misses low outside for 2-1.
Let's go, Kira.
And the 2-1 delivery. And that's in there. Nice pitch there by Kira. Brings the count to 2-2. And the 2-2 delivery is fouled to the backstop. Two balls, two strikes, two outs here at the bottom of the second inning. Runners at first and second base for the Power. Looking to get on the board here. And that ball misses.
Live ball, live ball, live ball.
And the count goes to 3-1. So, I'm sorry, 2-2.
2-1.
So Haley there, the catcher, trying to throw down to third base. The ball hit the bat as she released, and because the batter was in, the batter's box, the ball remained live. So Parkland Power able to advance their runners over to second and third. Obviously that ball hit foul back, but hit the backstop and dropped back down. And the count here, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. That one gets fouled away as well to the backstop. And we remain full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third base, 2 outs. And the next pitch here from Kira, about to be delivered. And that misses low. And that's going to load the bases. All right, bases loaded now with 2 outs. And coming up to bat is another number 7. So 2 number 7s. I'm not sure the name of this batter. This is going to be a guest player, I believe. You can tell the batting helmet says number 72 on it. And the jersey says 7. And that ball is hit hard into left field. Cameron Solano under it.
Way to go, Cam.
And she grabs that ball to record the 3rd out. So Cameron over in left field working hard today, recorded the 3rd out in the bottom of the 1st inning and catches that ball to grab the 3rd out in the bottom of the 2nd inning. So despite bases getting loaded, the Power strand 3 and unable to get any runs to cross. We move into the top of the 3rd inning with the Gators up on the Power by a score of 8-0 here on the Florida Softball Network. Well, we move into the top of the 3rd inning, and leading off for the 3rd time in a row is Avalo Fitzgerald. So the Gators able to get through their lineup in the 1st inning, in the 2nd inning, and now going to start off again with Avalo here at the top of the 3rd. Remaining in the circle for Parkland Power Walker is Stella Luna. And here we go with Avalo. Avalo watches the first pitch and therefore strike 1. Next pitch misses way high for 1-1.
Yes, slow.
And that ball is going to get hit deep but foul on the left side.
Uh,
She grabbed a whole lot of that, but just foul.
Low, hit it. Do it again, Low. Good eye.
And that changeup misses. And it brings the count now to 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 hits the dirt before home plate. And now a full count of 3-2. And the 3-2 misses high. And Avalo is going to jog on over to first base with a walk. Now comes up to bat Cameron Solano. And that ball hits the dirt, but catcher doing a nice job keeping the ball in front of her. Keeps Avalo from advancing. And Cameron now with a 1-0 count. And with the 1-0, and Avalo on the run, she's going to hold up at second base. The steal was on, but nice connection there by Cameron. Gets the ball past third base and into left field. And now the first 2 batters for the Gators here in the 3rd inning have reached. Brings up to bat now, number 3, Fatima Masri. And Fatima watches the first pitch miss outside for ball 1.
Hey, let's go, Mama. Have fun, 3.
And that one's going to get high to the second baseman, who makes the catch, but regardless, infield fly was on. And now the first out there recorded here in the 3rd inning. Brings up to bat number 1, Kira Sherman. First pitch to Sherman misses for ball 1. Next pitch to Sherman misses for 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And that one's going to get tapped foul to bring the count to 2-1. All right, 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners are first and second. And that pitch is going to miss low. And now batters count for Kira as she's going to step up to the plate on a 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Gonna have to be a perfect pitch, otherwise Kira will reach on the walk. She's gonna look for something to hit here. And that's not gonna do it. That's gonna miss low. And now the bases are juiced for Haley Hirsch, number 7.
Let's go, Hales.
Team is gonna meet up in the circle.
Hey, no one better 7. Let's go, kid.
All right, and Haley steps in now. Bases loaded, 1 out. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And the second pitch misses inside for 2-0. Stella Luna working in the circle. So far on 32 pitches. And her 33rd to Haley. Is going to get tapped over to the third baseman who bobbles the ball. Can't find it. It goes over to shortstop.
Way to go, girls.
And now that allows 2 runs to score.
Is that Haley? Go, Addie.
And now the Gators up by double digits on the Parkland Power with the score 10-0. And looks like we may have a pinch runner for Haley, or we're going to keep her in the game. Nope, she's going to stay in the game. And Addison hits one. A hard shot gets past the third baseman. There may be a play at home plate. And the tag misses.
Great job, Addie. Great job, girls.
And Haley's over now at third base. Kira crosses, and now the score is going to be 11-0. Update here. So much action going on. Runners at second and third. And now 11-0. First pitch to number 16, Luca Hansberger. Misses for ball 1. And that one's going to get bombed deep into center field. But tagging up are 2 runners for the Gators. Wow, a deep shot. That was almost gone. I think the wind blowing in kept it from going over. But a heck of a shot there by Luca Hansberger.
Yeah, that other field. This one's holding us back. Let's go, Casey.
The first delivery, that one's deep. That's another one. That hits off of the fence. Scores another run. And Kennedy there with a bomb that bounces off of the fence, almost over. Gets her a double. Now up to bat, Peyton Williamson. The first delivery from Luna falls short there. And the next delivery misses for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes here. The count with 2 outs. Runner at second base, Kennedy Copeland, after that bomb that bounced off of the fence. And that one's going to get hit to the third baseman, who does grab it this time, and the Power able to record the third out and get off of the field. But not before the Gators are able to bring 5 additional runs across now to bring the score up to 13-0 here, moving into the bottom half of the third inning on your Florida Softball Network. If you're enjoying the game, we invite you to hit that subscribe button on YouTube. If you're enjoying the game, give it a like. Let others know, hey, this is a great game to watch. Fun, a lot of action, a lot of hitting on behalf of the Gators, and some nice pitching here by Kira Sherman, as Kira's recorded multiple strikeouts here in this game. So we invite you to continue to enjoy the game, the action here. We'll be right back to you as we begin the bottom of the third inning on the Florida Softball Network. All right, now coming up to bat is the second of two guest players,
Number 3, Emily Bartymore.
4-4-5.
as Emily Baltimore is now up to bat. Normally plays for the Lady Stars, guest playing here for Parkland Power. As she watches that pitch miss for a ball from Kira Sherman, who continues to work in the circle. And the 1-0 sails high for 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, the count here for Baltimore. And ball 4 misses low outside. So only the second walk issued here by Kira.
5-4-3.
Now batting, number 11, Sloan Schaefer.
Got me a little bit back. Right there, you're good. Back up.
Now batting, number 4, Aaliyah McLeod.
Stay there, girlie.
All right, batting right now is number 11, Sloan Schaefer for Parkland. And then Sloan watches that one miss for a ball as the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. And here comes the 1-1 delivery. And that one gets hit over to second base. Second baseman is going to pick it up and record the out. Fortunately, the ball right there at second base, even though it was bobbled, she had time to pick it up, tag
Now
the bag,
batting, number 18, Amaya Marinas.
and the out there recorded by Kennedy Copeland playing over at second. Brings up to bat now, number 18, Martinez. The back pick attempts as Haley behind the dish, keeping the runner Baltimore honest at first base. And Martinez steps back in on a 1 ball, no strike count. I'm sorry, Marinas. And that ball is going to get hit fouled over on the third base side. So Amaya Marinas, the batter, on 1-1.
1-4-2.
And the changeup misses high. Healy able to snag that one out of the air, and the count goes to 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And that miss is high outside. And now a batter's count for Marinas of 3-1. Here comes the 3-1 delivery. And that one's in there, foul to the screen. And the count goes full to 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. So we reset here with just 1 out. Baltimore at first base. See the first base coach talking to her runner. And that ball in the dirt, and a walk, the second walk of the inning, the second batter to reach.
Now batting, number 4,
And now,
Aaliyah McLeod.
with just 1 out, the Power with the runner in scoring position and one right behind her as they try to get on the board. Brings number 4, Aaliyah McLeod, up to bat. Aaliyah watches the first delivery miss for ball 1. And the second pitch misses low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, and the Gators call timeout as Coach Peter brings the infield in, settle her team down. And he settled the team down, not her team, Peter being a man. Oh, goodness. It's the first game of the day. We hope that you're enjoying it. If you are a Gators fan, it is a fun one to watch. If you are a Parkland Power fan, not the best start of the day, but 2 more games still to be played today by both teams. So it's 3 seeding games today, and then tomorrow begins single elimination bracket day. The bracket being determined. So we're here at the bottom of the 3rd inning. A little technical snafu there. We lost our YouTube feed, but we are live here on Facebook. Bases are loaded. And that one's going to get hit high into the air in foul territory. All 3 players running for it.
Good hustle, girl.
But it hits the ground there in foul territory. And the count goes now to 2 balls and 1 strike. And timeout called by the umpire. Not sure why, didn't see it. Maybe he needed a moment. All right, here we go, 2-1. And that ball is going to get hit past the shortstop into left field. 1 run scores. Here comes the second run. And the wild throw makes it to the backstop. And that allows the second run to score. And now the Power are able to get runs on the board.
Now batting, number 7.
As the score moves to 2-13 with a nice double there by the Parkland Power batter. Brings up to bat now the pitcher, number 7, Luna. And that misses for a ball. So in seeding play, only 8 runs go in your favor. That's the most that you get credited for. But also counting against you is runs that score against. So the only thing the Gators can do now is try to prevent additional runs from scoring to help their seeding for day 2. Well, there goes the timer. So we're going to finish the inning here. Power need 11 more runs to tie the game, which is highly unlikely. But the Gators need to prevent any additional runs from scoring to help their seeding. And that's not going to help as now the bases are loaded once again.
So, Kira, you got it? Slide there.
So bases loaded once again with 1 out. Sherman working in the circle. currently on 61 pitches.
Now batting, number 23, Megan Brockman.
Runner at first base needed to head over to the dugout for a moment. And the first pitch there by Kira on this batter misses low outside for ball one. Batter here now, Brockman. Megan Brockman at bat. And that misses for a ball. So where the Power was swinging before, now they are trying to work the pitcher and taking pitches. So Kira just needs to dial it in. She needs to record some more strikeouts like she did earlier in the game. And that's going to help. That's exactly what she needs to do. So just keep slinging it in there, and they're just going to watch those strikes mount up. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. And there's 2-2. So exactly like I said, count goes to 2-2 as the Power batters are testing Kira. And now in the last two pitches, she's showing them exactly what she's got. That one misses outside, low and outside though. And now the count is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, nowhere to put her, bases loaded. Don't want to walk in a run. And Kira going to get this one dialed in. And Brockman going to be looking for something to hit. And Brockman swings and fouls it to the backstop. All right, 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. And there is strike 3. So exactly what we expected. And Kira able to do exactly what needed to be done. Nicely done there by Sherman to record the second out on the K. The looking K right there. All right, brings up to bat now number 51, Hank Cardos. There we go. That's all you got to do, Kira. Throw those strikes. All right, Carlos going to look for something to hit, and she does, but it's going to be foul over the backstop and out of play. And quickly, Cardos down in the count by 0-2. All right, no balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And that ball is going to get hit, bobbled by Avilo, but picks it up with enough time to toss it, thanks to his proximity to third base, over there to Addison. And they record the 3rd out, and that's going to conclude the first game of the day. So an offensive game for sure by the Lady Gators as they go up on Parkland Power by a score of 13-2. We thank you very much for watching the Florida Softball Network. If you enjoyed the game, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy the content, jump on over to YouTube. We're going to have game 2 and 3 over there as well.